Okay, so it's my turn to make Ross watch something. And I've got an anime for him. So, as if you watched our previous videos, you know Ross made me watch 1989's Society. And well, that was a doozy. So, I'm giving him an anime that I think might be a doozy for him to watch. I think he's going to like it a lot, actually. Um, in fact, he opted to watch all the episodes because there's only 10. Now, this anime happened to come in a time when people thought Netflix was really bad at making anime, and they were, until this one came along. And we're talking about 2018's Devilman Crybaby. Now, Devilman Crybaby is the latest addition in the latest addition to the Devilman universe. For those who don't know the background on Devilman, Go Nagai was the creator of the source material, the manga, and that actually came out in 1972, I believe. Now, that pushed the boundaries so much on anime or on manga at the time because they did release an anime, but they made it more of a monster of the week kids show kind of superhero anime that did not follow the themes or the brutality of the source material because it is brutal. Now, Devilman is one of the most influential pieces of manga there is, especially in terms of like kind of modern manga. From what I've read, it was inspiration for Berserk, which is one of the most popular manga ever. It's Berserk has been notoriously hard to animate, but Devilman has come out with a bunch of renditions since its inception in 1972. The original show, again, is not true to the source material. Starting in the 80s, I believe they started coming out with OVAs, which were more. They at least embraced the like the themes and the original atmosphere. They do deviate from the source material a bit, as does this show. But Devilman Crybaby, for the most parts, hits all the major story beats to my knowledge of the manga. I've never read the manga myself, but from what I've read online, and the story follows Akira Fuda, who basically in the first episode becomes our titular Devilman. Demons are or devils are in this show basically the predecessors to humans for controlling Earth, and God had tried to wipe them out. And in an ice age, they kind of froze over, and they started to emerge again. Now, demons can take over humans; they can merge with different like living material, and this all happens at like a crazy party where there's drugs, sex, and murders, and like when people kind of lose themselves, that's when a demon can take over. Now, Akira Fuda gets taken over by the demon Aemon or Aemon, I believe is the correct pronunciation, and but he maintains his humanity, so he can kind of control the demon and uses these powers to fight other demons. Now, first episode's kind of introductory, and the episodes that follow are him kind of learning the powers and go to the Monster of the Week format. I'd say probably from episode 2 to 5 ish. And then episode 6, shit hits the fan, and that's when you start to really get into the true themes of this show and the really like the show's brutal and there's a lot of sex and is the animation is insane on it. The director is Masaki Yusa, and he's known for using pretty non-traditional animation, and you can really see that. In fact, the running meme from this show, because Crybaby, I believe, is the only rendition of the Devilman story that includes running like track and field as a major plot point. The female lead Miki is like this track star, and Akira lives with her and her family because his mom and dad are overseas studying, I believe, or researching. And yeah, so running is a major theme, and Miki's like one of the best runners in the country. And Akira, after he gets his devil powers, becomes one of the best runners in the country. Now, Akira does have a best friend in the show, Ryu, And, well, if you've ever watched, spoiler alert, if you ever watched any, like, top 10 anime betrayals, Ryu is sure to be on it. Like, 100% guarantee. Again, the only anime betrayal that's probably more notorious than Ryu is Griffith in Berserk. And he's, like, the number one. But so essentially, you end up with a show where Akira is fighting demons, and then you get to the real philosophical issue, like what it means to be humans, human condition. Are humans naturally violent? And you get what separates a human from demon. What does it mean to be a demon? And it's really, really a profound show, but it is incredibly dark at times, most of the time, incredibly violent, incredibly sexual. So, like, 18 plus is a good rating. I would check it out on Netflix. It's a quick watch, it's only 10 episodes, like 20 to 30-minute episodes. So, I do highly recommend it, and I can't wait to hear Ross's reaction.